What are you smelling about?
Now.
Let's get our bearings. Junk. Rubble. This again.
This doesn't look very turn-based.
This again.
That's what combat is.
Now look here, slaves. You just get back in those beds. Put those shackles back on.
No, moving great. Turn the candles on off.
This door's locked. Fucking useless.
If you tried using the doorknob. There's the ladder that gets you out of the tutorial area. I guess that's the next. Oh, there was another door. This door opened.
It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow. That can't be natural.
Did you take bed collar? Bed talker?
Thought I did.
You did?
I don't know I did.
Talk to the sheep.
Now, where did I leave my calipers?
Kicks you right in the shin. Well, that is a sheep with sass. There's gold in these crates. And wheat.
Yeah, the key. The cargo door key. Yes, I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Why, there you are. Not too tight, I hope.
Well.
The
Oh,
collar,
you unlocked
I mean.
it. Fuck yeah.
Oh, not to
good.
worry. Every dog has to get
you
used to its
awesome.
leash. In the meantime,
Wow, do you
your
wanna come
next
back
stop
down?
will be Magister
No.
William.
Oh,
All
where it is.
passengers have to be registered in the
He
ship's
went upstairs
manifest,
outside the
and he's the
tutorial
chap in
deck.
charge of the logs.
I'll take this bread.
Would you like a
You'll find
pocket
him on
knife?
the other side of this deck,
I'm getting
in
this
the
bread.
officers' quarters.
Let's go get this bread. That's a man. Ooh, apple
Oh
pie!
dear, I'm afraid you're a
Mind your
long
voice.
way from home, my lord. A long way from the little bells that make footmen come a-running.
Well, we're not gonna run out. Oh,
Yes,
With
we
those
are.
fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a
Is that a
scrutinizing
barrel to your
glance.
right, though, as a,
My word, you do seem a
Ooh,
bit
watch out for
befuddled,
that
don't
oil.
you?
That is.
Perhaps I was a bit too
Possibly
generous
dangerous
with
to someone
my
else.
sedative.
It is very.
Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits.
I also have
Most
a Molotov
likely.
cocktail for some reason.
Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to sauce. For good.
Wanna fuck him up?
No, I think I'm gonna try to talk my way out of it.
What?
I don't know. Wits and persuasion.
Nice.
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living
100%.
daylights out of him. His
I
own
don't know if you
shadow
can during
and
a
his own
conversation.
source.
If you can, I
We'll
don't know
find
if it-
out who did this. Speaking of,
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep
wow.
the whole time. Didn't even You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in
I don't
your
know. My
sleep,
dwarf's
of
pretty
course.
strong. Quite throw him pretty far. Wow, you talked your way out of it. Nice.
Strength 12, finesse
I thought as
12,
much.
intelligence 10.
Listen,
I
I
guess
could
I can
use
cut
someone
this
to
one
keep
talk my way out
their
of this
ears
shit.
open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
You might be able to select me
Bring
and then
me a
eavesdrop.
good lead, and I'll throw in a
you
shiny gold coin for you. Thanks. I just want to catch.
Come on, please, Loisa.
Be good, you. Ah, there you are. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by
Should we
no
let 'em out?
accounts this Losa woman,
No,
nor
we
do
talked
I
to like a
sing,
different
in
response.
fact. I'm
What?
deathly
Let me talk to him, see if I
allergical.
can get a different response out of it.
Okay. Use your
How
sweet
very
words.
correct you are, spouse of mine. Madam, what? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and get, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired.
We've got to keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Can we punch him?
Once he gets out, I think.
Okay, we'll try.
You presume right. Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is
trust
bliss.
issues.
The utterer, the better.
Rest on yours. Oh,
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles.
Good luck, Chief.
He's gonna punch us.
Oh no. Oh no.
Your
I'm
kind
gonna
always
fight.
hung closest.
I
Oh, it's my
spent
turn.
my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed
rocket's
meat
upstairs somewhere.
behind-
Anything to help.
Gets here, we'll hang you right
I
over
will
the side of the ship.
fortify. I don't know.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall.
I'm trying to solve a murder, okay?
There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay.
Yeah,
is
there's
just
Jonah.
Let us separate player character knowledge here. I don't know you're in a fight. I didn't even know you found another way out of that room.
This isn't fucking D&D, bitch. This is just.
I don't even know you people.
It's fine, you know how this works.
I'm also gonna run up here.
Pretty sure. You gonna leave me down here with this guy?
Yeah. You're doing fine. You're doing great. Oh my god! He
Slightly
set
on
the
fire.
entire room on fire.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan
It's fine.
beckons again.
This is great.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks,
Do some of your
Pinches less that way, right?
hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction. The sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
We used to know each other,
Oh, he's got
was the
trough.
pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons
Oh,
ago.
you turned him into a
Standing
chicken!
far back from Ifan, the
what my ass
tight-faced
is for.
Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years
Yeet.
old. Only difference
And
is...
yeet.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back
Choke
against
his
the
guy. Oh my god!
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard.
I'm busy watching for clues, source.
He's gonna turn. He's gonna light this phone on fire.
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot,
Careful,
lazily
you're
rolling
gonna kill
dice onto the
yourself.
surface of a barrel. They sound
You
like
don't
the
have the
dry
healer.
cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice.
Yeet.
Deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
That's probably
She looks you up
overkill.
and
I may
down
have
with
lit
the
you on
merest
fire
hint of
again.
a coy smile on her.
Never say never, though.
It's okay, I know a guy.
All that, and he
She
was just
smiles
like,
Contemptuously.
Just
I'm
a
gonna kill you
kitten in a
guys.
corner.
I always knew you'd turn out front.
I didn't have a thing on him either.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good...
time to loot.
Why don't you sing?
Heck, there's another door that's locked over here.
Be good, you scallywag.
Use your little elven fingers.
The hatch is blocked. I need to find another way.
I'm singing the same thing actually. That's 400 HP.
I mean, we didn't set everything on fire.
Oh. Oh, it's Baha.
Yo!
Scared me. What about this other door? I'll take another look at that sheep pen.
Did you expect a needle?
Alexander, grant me patience. What?
Okay, I guess we will head upstairs.
So, anything interesting for me? I'll take that as a
In
no.
the first iteration of the game, this is actually where you would start, is right in this corner.
Litigator rooms were
Got
close
this
up.
wolf on a leash
Well,
now.
well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Oh boy, gold cup, heck yeah.
I'm inspecting your teeth. In case that wasn't spectacularly obvious. There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like... Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
You've got this wolf on a leash now.
Goodness gracious me, what a...
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
You one of them? A Divine Order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
So, why are we concerned about these guys over here?
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was...
So, anything interesting for me? Right, tick-tock.
Oh man, I really thought I had some good information for it, but I guess I didn't.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history? Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No. I want to know about the Celestial. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what... Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
The elf's face freezes for just a second before he waves his hand.
Oh, it's just one of my idle curiosities. We mortals do like to consider these things, do we not? Now, please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me.
Sea cow,
Really
not sea
don't know
sheep.
the first thing about
Name?
sauce.
Well, you aren't here on my
Is that pocket
list.
knife?
Scram, mate. I'm trying to catch a killer
no.
here.
Wait, you didn't pick that up?
Oh, bedrolls are super awesome. Highly recommend picking those up if you see them.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire. As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with him.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
I didn't do nothing, okay? It was one of them. One of your people. Human.
Are all I was given.
I didn't do nothing, okay? It was one of them. One of your people.
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your
Ifan
Majesty.
raises his eyebrows, but shakes his head at your attempts to communicate, glancing sideways at...
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
A young Magister stands pale and silent. Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
There's been a murder.
Nag, where are you?
The sorceress Waters is investigating.
Wait,
She'll figure out who.
There's a Magister and the guy that's eyeballing him.
It's a small ship. His name was Finn. Oddball. Looked to me like he saw something he wished he hadn't before he came here.
Thought I just say.
We'll find out who did it. One way.
Everything's spick and span. Nothing left to do, really.
Classify this slop as food. I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the...
Well, I don't know. I talked to everybody. I'm just gonna sit down. Shit.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me.
Take it easy, Chief. You don't want to get...
You're a human, like me. What's your job?
Why won't you sing? That's enough now.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty.
So, anything interesting for me? I'll take that as a no.
Say it's Gil.
How dare you classify this slop as food?
Sure, seems
I've
like it's
seen
good.
more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner,
That's an
and I
interesting
don't
idea.
intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe.
Oh, talk to that source owl. That's right next to you when you get.
You see the source idea? Ooh, dog.
Fucking dying! Fuck, what do I do?
Step one, don't die. That dog does not like me.
There's bedroll here. Hag, have you gotten your? Awesome.
Somebody once told me.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mason.
What
I didn't do nothing, okay? It
Oh,
was
I
one of them.
drew my
wasn't
weapons accident.
What button is that?
I'm playing with the controller.
What's your name?
No!
Gods, didn't your mother teach you any manners?
She got eaten by a void woken.
Forget it. Like I said, you aren't on the list.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mason. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Glad to hear it. You head on in now. Williams will get you shot.
Wait for Hag before you go through this door.
Ask what you must. I've nothing to hide.
Which one's Hag?
You should be a little more afraid.
The one that's
There's a
talking.
killer about, after all.
Till overboiling a bit of cabbage becomes a crime, I shall hold my head steady.
Wendigo?
What?
It says there's a Wendigo in the next room. Or it says her name is Wendigo. And it looks like they're gonna kill her. Was that the chick from the opening thing?
Yep.
Never thought you'd end up in prison,
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben
I'm gonna buy OBRB.
Your kind always always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of the ship with it.
So, not that door.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten.
I gotta say, Diablo 3 is way better.
Your kind always hung
Well, we
closest to our
did say this is not a very high pace.
I thought it was turn-based. I didn't know it was like so slow that you don't do anything.
The turn-based is combat, but everything else is, well, we got 3 people walking. You still have time to refund, I think.
I just gotta follow. I don't know. Thank you for following, Narful. I don't know what the hell I'm doing in this game, dude.
I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Okay, we're going back to that door.
You've got this wolf on a leash now.
Have you spoken with Fane yet?
We'll hang you right over the side of the ship with it.
Fane? He's another character if you were trying to talk to all the characters.
I don't know who. Oh, this guy.
Like, yeah. Yeah, you can eavesdrop. Behind.
I've already talked.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to our
I mean, it wouldn't be so bad, but the music is just terrible. Like, I'm gonna have to. I gotta turn the music off and then put on like Pandora or something.
On a leash now.
Oh, woo.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Majesty's more concerned than your appetite.
You get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a
Yeah, I'm gonna get a refund.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets.
Thanks for letting me play. I can't stand that game.